Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. Here I got you the fall and holiday 2025 makeup collections from luxury brands like Dior, Chanel, Hermes, Hourglass, YSL, while we are on the first month of summer. How is that possible? Well, I think we're used to it, and in fact, we have seen a lot of the sneak peeks of these collections back in January, strongly during the month of April, and now even Dior just launched their fall 2025 makeup collection, which I announced it on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, TikTok, and obviously here on YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for, but the subscription is completely free. So you're welcome to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. But let's go ahead and get started with Miss Dior Fall 2025 Graffiti Collection. The Graffiti Collection came from the Couture Collection. Pretty sure it was last year, and it wasn't well accepted by those of us that we love fashion because it was just like too daring, perhaps just stretching too much. And I think a lot of people just commented a lot about the bags and some of the pieces, but it wasn't truly a collection that people were raving about it. And they are trying, seems like, to either revive or repurpose any of the materials on this makeup collection. Although I have to say that I kind of like it, with a nod to the 80s and 90s fashion in terms of the packaging, because if we talk about the makeup itself, it seems like these three eyeshadow queens, they are not very innovative. I mean, okay, let's start with Shocking Pink. It has a matte eyeshadow right on the center, inspiration of all the rest. The colors look beautiful, but is this something innovative? Not really. I like Shocking Pink. I think it looks pretty. It has a neutral tone. It's not like super cool tone, and the center eyeshadow, you can definitely use it as a blush. So it's completely usable, wearable. It looks pretty, but that's kind of like as far as it goes. If we talk about the actual pouches, yes, they are beautiful, but it had happened to me before with other collections, including Dior's collection, like Plan de Paris collection, these beautiful compact pouches that they got me excited, but ultimately I don't even use them. I just kind of like have them in a drawer and that's it. Perhaps some of you, when you travel, you'd like to put your eyeshadows in their pouches, and that's all fair, and that's why they create them, but not me. I like to pack lightly, and let me know, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you use these pouches? You don't use them? Do you collect them? Because I mean, in all fairness, a lot of us, we are also a little bit of like collectors. But going back to the eyeshadows, the second eyeshadow, and one that to me looks a little bit more wearable, is Wild Beige. While beautiful, while beautiful, we have seen this color story many times. And if anything, it's the color story that kind of like attracts me the most, because it does have a little bit more of that matte, satin finish, metallic, topper, likewise Shocking Pink. The third eyeshadow palette, Bold Black. This palette to me is gorgeous to do like a very smoky, beautiful eyeshadow look, but it lacks of versatility because the only matte shade is the black shade in the middle. All the rest are either satin, toppers. Do you see what I mean? So let me know if you picked up anything from this collection. At the time that I'm recording the video, I haven't picked up anything, but I may pick up some stuff just to do the review, because you know me, I review here the latest and the greatest of the luxury world, but I don't feel in the need, it doesn't pull me in the collection to buy everything. I may buy a few pieces here and there. Let me know which of the pieces is the one that you know, I really want to see them being reviewed. This is what it attracts me, or this is what I have purchased already. Oh, and I will be leaving on the description box below the direct links to each of the pieces of each collections, obviously those that are already available, as well as with Dior. I do have some promo codes that you can get gift with purchases, so I will be leaving them on the description box below. That description box, I will copy and paste it and leave it as a pinned comment. So while you're leaving your comment and also giving a like to the video, make sure you check that pinned comment so you don't miss out on the links, because I will be also updating them as products become available, as collections they get released. Keeping in this same collection, there are 3 lipsticks, all in the velvet finish, and all of them are repeated shades like Nude Look, Icon, Shocking Pink. A lot of you asked me, because I posted it on my Instagram and I posted a video, which is the lipstick that first model was wearing, the one that was using all the pink. It is Shocking Pink in the velvet formula, FYI. There are 3 Dior Attic lipsticks. One that is completely new, and I think it's so gorgeous. What I see in the model, oh my gosh, with her skin looks incredible, is Bold Black. This is a limited edition lipstick. It is a luxurious deep purple, completely stunning. Then we have Be Dior, which it is an existing shade, more into that pinky side, like fuchsia. New Look, which is a nude tone. We all know New Look by now. I think it's just an icon itself, the shade. And the Dior Attic lipsticks, they are just beautiful because they are nice and juicy, not too creamy, but most definitely hydrating, glossy as well, full pigment, good opacity, a great formulation from Dior. Now, what I think it's a little bit more special on this collection is the actual cases, because if you like this kind of graffiti style that is a little bit more edgy, and you want to have part of the collection, even part of like kind of like the couture collection, but without having to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get, I don't know, a code from the collection, which I don't even think is anymore available. I mean, if perhaps a few pieces. But anyhow, if you wanted something like that that says Miss Dior, I think you can just get a case. One of the cases, they do say Miss Dior. I think they are fun, they are beautiful. I am attracted to the one that is beige with the bold lettering in black that says Miss Dior. I think that is pretty. The collection also includes 3 nail polishes. Now, I'm very attracted about the nail polishes. Although I had been going to the nail salon to get builder gels. Look at these nails, friends. I think they are super cute. It just give the vibe of, summertime, enjoying summertime with the seashell and, all the waves and all of that. Anyhow, you know that I'm a person that I also enjoy and love to paint my nails at home when I don't have builder gel. And these shades, all of the shades attract me a lot. So I'm more drawn to these and to the lipstick case than the rest of the items. Obviously, the whole composition, the marketing and everything, it's pulling. But if we see it in perspective, we have a lot of these shades most likely in our collection. I don't know about you, friends, but what are your thoughts and what would you like me to be reviewing? I honestly need your help here. I need a little bit of that echo from you. It's like, okay, this is worth to, review completely. Okay, friends. Now in this same graffiti style, there is a limited edition. Well, all the collection is limited edition, but there is another color story that I think is gorgeous and a little bit more different than the rest. Is Daring Lilac, and Tavia from Chic Profile 4, she has it and it looks stunning on her. By the way, all my sources are mostly from Instagram, some of them from Reddit, some of them from TikTok. Please follow these content creators that they are bringing us news of what is upcoming, so we can prepare our budget, what we would like to add to our collection. And Tavia is one of them. This particular eyeshadow queen is available in UK, but it hasn't arrived just yet to US. At least when I'm recording this video. Perhaps when I'm uploading this video, it's already available. And if so, believe me, it will be in the description box. And I will make sure to announce it also on my community tab as per usual. So if you're subscribed to my channel, mostly with the post notification bell, YouTube will alert you whenever I not only upload a video, but also when I post on it was called the community tab. Now it's called just post. But anyhow, that way, or also on Instagram. Talking about Dior, there's a new foundation in the horizon from the Prestige line, and it says Activated Foundation, a microfluid teint de rose, so it may have some sort of rose infusion. I don't see any more details about this product. It seems like the launch date is set for September. So this line, if we compare it to say something from Chanel, Chanel has the Sublimage line, which is the top of the line, is a line that targets aging. The Prestige line from Dior, it is kind of along those lines. So I'm excited to see what is this all about, because this type of foundations, they speak so much to me. I need hydration for my skin. I need a glow that doesn't look greasy, that just nourish my skin and keeps my skin nice and hydrated throughout the day without feeling heavy. And so far, Dior has been doing amazing on all their foundations. So I'm excited for this product. Let's dive into Chanel and this collection, which first, a lot of people thought that this collection was going to be the holiday collection, and now it seems like it's going to be the fall collection. So I went ahead and reached out to my client advisor and asked, have you heard anything about this? And she said, well, that is set to launch sometime in August, but there's not a date. So she's going to keep me posted. I will keep you posted as soon as I know exactly when it's launching. It may first launch in boutiques, as Chanel has been doing so, and later on online. But hey, we don't know. And this is very much a collection that, to me, it kind of resembles, there's a combination here of things. I know some of these eyeshadow quads are inspired by the buttons of the tweed jackets, and you can literally see it on the quilt, on the details. If you have any ready to wear from Chanel, you may see that. It resembles so well the buttons of, like I said, of like a ready to wear piece. But some other of the quads have little iconic embossings from the brand, like for example the number 5, which usually we see it for a holiday collection, the little Chanel perfume bottle, also the clover. The clover represents the luck, which Chanel, she was all into it, as Chanel was into everything that has to do with the stars, the galaxy, and the sun. We see all the representations here. The only thing that we're not seeing is the lion, which I'm surprised is not. But hey, it could be something that we will see for the holiday collection. So anyhow, for eyeshadow quads, 209 is the one that has the clover, the perfume bottle, a star, and the number 5. This one seems to be geared more for those who have very light complexions, because if you see, well, here's the thing that I find out. Sometimes with swatches that we see from the Asian market, in a specific, I should clarify, Asian, I'm just meaning, say, Japan or Korea, the swatches are lightly done on very light complexions, and sometimes we're gonna see the full potential of an eyeshadow because of that. So just take it obviously with a grain of salt, but this seems to be the lightest one of all, with a little bit of that peachy, almost pinky tones, a neutral brown tone. It seems like all the shades, perhaps one seems to be matte, the other ones are mostly satin and metallic or taupe finish. It looks very sublime, very like soft and natural. 219 is this chocolate brown that we all know that fall always brings back brown into place, but this year in particular, brown is gonna be so present in shoes. We see it in suede bags, suede shoes, coats, like chocolate brown and drenching yourself in different textures and different shades of chocolate or brown in general, right? It's gonna be so big, and I see that coming into place also in makeup. And this is perhaps the one that is calling my name the most, and not because I don't have a color story like this on my collection, but rather just the finishes of the eyeshadows. I think they look lovely, gorgeous. I don't know, they just look so beautiful. Like even these, the last shade, it looks kind of like a taupey tone, but it's still in the brown, not too cool tone. To me, it looks so pretty. And then two other eyeshadow quads that are just a little bit different, a little bit more exciting for the brand because it's not playing safe. You see, with Dior and their fall collection, they have played really safe, even with shocking pink, because if you cover the middle shade, all the shades are very like safe. Well, 229, I think it's a very interesting color story. The light, kind of almost pure light blue shade, which I spoke in other videos about light blue and this almost powdery blue that is coming in into fall. It's gonna stay through the winter month, and we're gonna see it again strongly during springtime. So this is a color that is gonna make a lot of sound, and we have seen it even in Chanel bags, like the Chanel 25 bag too is coming in this baby blue shade. And you see what I mean? It's coming in, and that yellow tone that it looks like it's almost a duochrome, which is nothing that we haven't seen from Chanel before. Sometimes Chanel likes to bring a little bit of these duochromatic tones in their terms, obviously, and we all know that butter yellow has been big this summer season, and I see that next year we're going to see it all over again, spring and summer. So this is a very interesting color story, and one that just like calls my attention so much. And then the 239 eyeshadow quad is an eyeshadow quad that to me it feels like we have seen it before. And I know I have an eyeshadow quad that is very similar to this from a spring collection of like 2 seasons ago. One of my favorite eyeshadow quads, and I just wish that it will have a stay, permanent in the collection. It wasn't. Well, it's kind of coming back, but it's not exactly the same. But because of that, I'm very attracted to it. Very, very attracted to it. So I think to me, this whole collection is a yes. Most likely, I will be getting the 4 eyeshadow quads because, hey, why not? Why not? They are just gorgeous. On this collection, we also see some of their lipsticks in the liquid formulation. These are more like a velvety finish, and some of the Allure, it seems like they are the Allure lipsticks in different shades too. Very pretty. I don't feel like I need more lipsticks in my collection. I do have a lot of lipsticks, and you know that I'm a lipstick lover at heart, but I don't know. These are like, okay, the shades are nothing like super impressive. There are shades that go really well with the eyeshadow palettes. So they are nudes and neutrals, perfect for, a well-balanced makeup look. Another upcoming launch from Chanel, it is this blush slash luminizer that has 3 different tones. It looks gorgeous. It's called Peche, and it states is the 2025 Autumn Winter Limited Edition luminizer, like I said, blush luminizer. I love the place of neutral tones. I'm wondering if we will have also like a deeper version for those with deeper complexion, or if it will be just this one. We will have to wait on that. Also from Chanel, they are coming out with these Duo Baumes, which is blush on one side and balm on the other side. So kind of like a luminizer, hydrating kind of balm situation. It reminds me a lot to what Tom Ford used to have years ago, that I still have some of them, one of my favorite kind of products. In different shades. And this picture comes from Amit Beauty Talk, which unfortunately her Instagram account was taken down. It seems like a little late. I wish to have seen this Duo Blush and Balm Essential kind of situation during the spring or the beginning of summer, but knowing Chanel, their products are very reliable. It's one of my favorite luxury brands. They do great formulations, really, really good formulations. So, I mean, I will definitely try them, but yeah, what are your thoughts? Are these too late to the game or not? I mean, what is new and innovative nowadays? We see a lot of recycled concepts, ideas, not too many new things. Is it overwhelming to you? Are you bored of all these beauty releases? I think we need to have a girls talk here because honestly, there are a lot of things that they just don't seem to be so new. Now, one thing that I think it's gonna be a holiday release from Chanel, well, there are two face palettes. One that it looks like for deeper complexions, purple in tone with magenta tones. It looks honestly absolutely stunning for someone that has a deeper complexion. And then this other one that I have shown you the sneak peek, a few months ago, that it looks a little bit more pinky in tone, a little bit more subdued. And I remember hearing that it was going to be an Asia exclusive release, the lighter one, but now I'm hearing that it may come, and I think it's going to be one of those items for the holiday. Although on what it seems to be Chanel promo images, it says that it's autumn. So that's a lot of releases for autumn. Let me tell you, they are both Dior and Chanel. They are coming for our money. I think this year we have seen wow, an amount of releases from Dior like no other, and I don't want to say an overwhelming amount of releases from Chanel, but quite a bit nonetheless. Let me do a little break right here from the fall and holiday collections, and let's quickly talk about these Victoria Beckham Beauty blush tints. Seems like in 3 shades. They honestly look really good. And this is what I love to see from a luxury brand, coming out with something that is not necessarily unique, but not so much seen in the luxury world. Does it make sense? Like we can find it definitely on the high-end market, but perhaps not that much in the luxury world. And honestly, these marketing promo images, they look stunning, like really, really, really beautiful. It says this water light tint soaks into skin with a diffuse bloom of color that looks like it's naturally rising from within. They look really good. And the shades are gorgeous too. Another fall collection from Tom Ford. Petite, tiny. Usually Tom Ford breaks down their collection with eyeshadow palettes and also like a blush. And oh my, oh my. Do you remember Cafe Rose from Tom Ford? That gorgeous blush, cream blush, that I think it should be a formula permanent and they should have like a line. Even if it's just 5 shades to begin with, why not? 4 shades, that's fine. I'm okay with it, okay? Approve. We are seeing this gorgeous shade and it says that it's a fall 2025 collection, Black Orchid. This pink tone, it looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. And there are some lipsticks too with this collection, seems like. I don't have a ton of information here. Oh, there are various lipsticks, and the lipsticks, they look like, I mean, these are, could be, the images could be like, just heavily edited, but they look like glossy kind of lipsticks that we haven't seen before from Tom Ford. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's not a lot about this release, but it looks so good. And hey, let me tell you, I want to see the lipsticks. I truly want to see these lipsticks. Hermes and their fall collection. It's kind of funky. I don't know why it's kind of like, and don't take it the wrong way. I don't know why it's giving me circus vibe. I don't know if it's the combination between the circles and the squares and all of that. But let's talk about the eyeshadow quad. The eyeshadows from Hermes, one of the best formulations in the designer world. Very beautiful. You don't need to use all the shades to create an eyeshadow look, but you can see how the makeup artist has done an incredible job on the eyeshadow look on this model. Alone, you can see that eyeshadow quad, you don't need to like put it heavy and look like someone from the 80s, but rather do a modern look. He basically used the eggplant tone as the eyeliner on the very edges, a tiny bit of the teal color right in the center, all the gold, and maybe just to diffuse it, the matte shade that looks kind of like a grayish purpley tone, just to diffuse the edges. Do you see the approach here? How modern it looks, even when the color story is like very like, ooh, I'm not sure. That being said, it is a contender for me to review it because I actually like it and I'm intrigued about what I can do. I appreciate the intention on this makeup collection, and this is set to be launched in September. Now, the lipsticks are the shades 55, 24, and 69. All the shades a little bit deeper, more for the season. One of the shades it's in the satin finish, and the other two shades on that kind of like demi matte blurring kind of finish. YSL has 3 new shades on their beautiful, gorgeous blushes. These blushes are incredible. The shades are a little bit deeper, not all of them, 2 of them. This kind of like hot pink shade looks gorgeous. This magenta tone, I'm just so in love. Hot mauve, it's calling my name. It's calling my name is a gorgeous shade, and I hope that it's in the satiny finish because that's the finish that I like the most on these YSL blushes more than the matte shades. And this gorgeous kind of like fiery red chili crush, completely a big yes. These will look stunning in any skin tone with the right amount of product. These are so tempting to me. Do I need more blushes? Definitely, I do not need more blushes. Oh my glam. Totally look at that YSL. No, it's not an eyeshadow palette. It is a combination of blush and highlighters. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a holiday release. Charlotte Tilbury, she's coming back with these face palettes. So happy she is. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be a holiday release. I don't think it's going to be out of nowhere. Ooh la la. Look at the cover. The cover is to die for. So definitely this is holiday. And now let's talk about Hourglass and their ambient holiday face palettes. That they're always the ones that kind of say like, okay, it's time for the holiday to start. And then all the holiday releases, they come out. So it seems like there are going to be 4 of them: a deer, a horse, a fox, and a swan. All of them, they look really beautiful. Although I have to say that I miss those times that we just got those more simple kind of cases. But for the last 2 or even 3 years, we have been able to kind of like quote unquote customize our palettes to choose the cover and then choose the inside, not individually, that shades of the blushes and the bronzers, but at least like the color story and just choose our cover. Although this year Hourglass came out with face quads where you can select each of the shades. They were sold out. Are they going to bring them back? I hope they will, because I think that's amazing for those who want to just do their costume palette, their travel palette. I mean, I hope they come back. I have to check back and just keep you posted. But anyhow, friends, here we have the different color stories. The deer is the one for fair, light to medium kind of complexion, and that has 3 existing shades and 3 new shades. The 3 new shades are the 2 blushes and a new finishing powder. Now, the thing about this lighter palette is that it has 2 finishing powders, 1 highlighter, 1 bronzer, and 2 blushes. I don't like the palettes that they have too many finishing powders. Just with 1 finishing powder to me is more than enough. That is my personal take, but at least, I mean, it's like equal parts 3 existing shades, 3 new shades. The bronzer is existing, the highlighter is existing, and one of the finishing powders is existing. So it is kind of like a so-so palette. Now the Horse palette, it is all existing shades. So there's nothing new here, but nonetheless, it is a beautiful palette that I think if you're new to Hourglass and you have a light to medium complexion, you are going to enjoy it. But the Fox palette is perhaps the most exciting because out of the 6 shades, 5 are new shades. There's only one blush, the one on the middle top, that it is a Repromote shade, loose. I think it's something lucid, something lucid, but that is a Repromote. Then we have one finishing powder, one highlighter that looks a little bit deep, but it makes sense. The Fox palette is for deeper complexions, a stunning magenta kind of shade, and then one like deep rose tone as a blush, and then a bronzer, which it looks like a gorgeous bronzer, not too cool tone, kind of like a neutral kind of shade. Honestly, it looks very, very beautiful, and one palette that I'm most likely getting, although I mean, yeah, it's in between this Fox palette and the Dior palette. Even if it's for lighter complexions, I'm very, very, very drawn to the blushes. And for the Swan palette, I'm happy to report that 4 out of the 6 shades are new shades. The highlighter, which is golden something, looks stunning, and the 3 shades of blushes, oh my gosh, jaw drop, gorgeous. It has dim light as the finishing powder, and I think natural bronze as the bronzer. That is gorgeous too, and this one seems to be a really good palette for those with medium complexion, even light to medium complexion, all the way to medium to deep. So this is kind of like an in-between palette, which is very exciting. And notice that none of these shades are in the marbleized kind of tone, which some of you like, because sometimes the marble is not even for each of the palettes. It's just something that is made, handmade kind of thing. So sometimes you get more of one color, less of another color. So these are a little bit more predictable, and being the Swan, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So let me know which of all these palettes you are most likely to get. What of all the collections are you excited for? What would you like to see reviews on? Let's continue that conversation in the comment section down below. While you're at it, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, come and follow me there. If you like the video, if it serves you any help, please give it a thumbs up, share with family and friends. And if you're not done watching my content, I will be leaving a couple other videos at the end of the screen that I'm sure you're gonna love. See you then.